we're out here on these big days on the skin track, efficiency is super important. We might be breaking trail, trudging through powder, having a lot of elevation to ascend and descend, and so we don't want to get super trashed, particularly in these big working muscles at the front of our hips. Mary, what do you experience when you're out there for big days?
I would say hip flexors are definitely the thing that I start feeling and that can cut a long day short. I think with most ski tours, having a good technique and being able to be efficient throughout a long day is huge.
Yeah, and then multiple days in a row when you're doing these trips, you want to go day after day for a week or 2 weeks straight. So we'll look at mechanics out on the trail, and then we'll head back into the gym and look at how you can combat some of that with some strengthening and activating exercises. So this first tip, experiencing pushing versus pulling, typically what we see is that people advance forward by pulling with the back leg. And instead, we're going to encourage you to establish the front leg, really focus on this one, particularly the back side, the hip extensor group, and push and stand up on that front leg to then kind of advance the opposite leg forward. So by using our back side to push, we get to focus on these big, powerful muscles that can actually help us throughout the day be more powerful, go longer, and feel stronger and more efficient. The second tip is to slide our skis instead of stepping or picking them up. We often see people kind of stomping around, skinning as if they're walking, and instead, to avoid a lot of excess stress and strain on our hip flexors and a lot of mechanical inefficiency, we want to make sure that we glide and keep our skis on the snow and use, again, that push not pull mechanism to advance really smoothly up the track. So here's stepping versus sliding. We're going to break down the kick turn. This is a place that we can maximize efficiency and also take a lot of work off of our hip flexors if we do this right. So Mary's going to establish the kick turn by first advancing all the way to the top of the turn and then pulling out to create a platform with our poles and then a substantial kind of V stance. This ski is really important to be stable and supported because all of our weight's going to go on this standing leg. So in a second, she's going to actually complete the kick turn by hinging and doing that kind of drinky bird action with the back leg. It brings it into extension, allows the ski to pass through. And this leg is her strong standing leg. And then she could go ahead and advance the ski through, nice and clean. If it was steeper, she could do more of the drinky bird and hinge even deeper, therefore kind of lifting that ski out of the way of the uphill terrain and then advance through. These tips take a certain amount of flexibility and strength, so we're going to head back into the gym and do a few exercises after we burn a lap. Whew.